everyone, Lauren from A Girl on Her Wool here. So today I'm going to be talking about the December yarn clubs. So I realized that I never really show you guys here on the channel the mystery clubs, and that's because when I ship them out, it's still a mystery. So I don't like to share them until that part is done with. And then I don't have any in stock because I dye them to order. So I figured I would show you guys it today. Today it is the day that they are shipping out, and so I have a stack of them here, and I'm just going to show you a couple of them and talk a little bit about the inspiration of why I chose to do the colorway that I did for this mystery club. Did I say it was December? It's definitely the January club. Anyway, this will air, you guys are seeing this probably on the 15th. My goal is to launch it early instead of my usual nighttime, because on the 15th you can see the skein and decide if you want to purchase it or not. So if mysteries are not your thing, on the 15th of every month I show you the prior month's yarn club and show you what it looks like. So that's what we're gonna do today. So if you like it, I will have a link to it in the description box. It will link you to the shop, and just keep in mind that you guys can, not just for clubs, you can use A Girl on Her Wool 10 for 10% off your order, just as a thank you for continuing to follow me, subscribing here to the channel. And if you do choose to do the ongoing subscription club, so anything that you're not paying for upfront that you have a recurring fee on, you can use A Girl on Her Wool Club 10 for that. So let's get into it. So I'll put up the photo here for January. So I always plan these out a few months in advance, so you can always see the upcoming 3 months for the club. And in wintertime, I like to cook a lot of veggies, roast a lot of veggies. I like to cook soups, so just kind of those warm, hearty type vegetables. And so that is what I wanted to use as my inspiration for January. And so I found a picture that I also like to give variety in the colors, and so I had at that point November and December, so January was going to be the tail end of that. And so I like to just, in those 3 months that are kind of clumped together, give some variety. And so I didn't want to do, when you look up like roasted veggies or soups, it's a lot of like browns, and I did brown for September, and there was a little bit of like orange and brown in the October club, so I didn't want to do that. So I found this picture that was a little bit brighter, but it showed a lot of those veggies that we like to eat in the winter. So carrots, some green onions, good soup type of things. And so that was my inspiration for the month. I was a little nervous going into it, so when I pick out the picture before I finalize it, I dye up a little mini of it just to make sure I get a colorway that actually looks like the picture, because I have a limited supply in dyes, and so I like to just make sure that I can get something that looks like the photo. And so I did that, but still leading up into January, I was a little bit nervous about this one, to be honest. They're not colors that I typically do a lot of, or I was nervous it was going to end up being too much like the Gourd Place and What the Fork, which are my Halloween yarns. So I wanted to do something completely different than that, and I did strike gold. I'm really excited to show you guys this colorway. It's light, so a lot of winter colorways are dark, and this one came out, I did it kind of on the lighter end to keep it different from the Gourd Place. And so here's what it looks like. So here it is. I didn't set up my light, so I probably will put pictures in there, but you can see it's just a really light brown base, a little bit of green, a little bit of orange, but not too much. And then I did kind of some yellows in there too, to kind of bring out again more of that root vegetable feel. So a really pretty colorway. It's definitely not in your face too much, but definitely has the speckles and the colors in there. There are some browns, and so I really like how this came out. So yeah. And for the contrast, and I can show it to you guys. So again, people kind of ordered this on a variety of bases and sizes. So this was an 100-gram skein. I'm really annoyed at myself that I didn't set up the lights. 100-gram skein on sock. This is a 50-gram skein on sock. I didn't bring it over, but I did get a 20-gram on sock. And then this is actually a 20-gram on VFL. So strangely enough, I usually get a lot of DK orders for these, but for January I did not. Gonna try and go in my face. So anyway, variety of faces there. And then for the contrast color, so I didn't want to do an orange contrast color because that's not really my thing. I didn't want to do brown. Looking at it now, I probably could have done the brown, but the brown was the base, and so I didn't want to do that. So I decided to do the green, but again, I didn't want to make it dark because I didn't want it to look like What the Fork. So I did a light green version and added some of that brown as well. So that's the contrast skein. That's the contrast skein. So really pretty. Again, these are kind of like not super dark, really light color. But because I didn't add too much green into the skein itself, it just looks really. So again, the bottom skein is showing up, I feel like, a lot more orange than it is. Again, you'll see the photos, but that is that. So again, we just have, you know, the person who ordered 20 gram minis on VFL of each. The most common thing that I get is 100 grams on sock and 20 grams on sock. You can't go near the yarn. And so something that I did new for this year was in January, starting in January, I offered up a mini skein set. So based on the same photo, the same inspirational photo, I made a mini skein set to match. So here it is. So I just take the elements of the main color and create a mini skein set. So again, very light, very neutral, not in your face color, but really pretty mini skein set. Again, reminds me of roasted veggies. So I hope you guys get that feel as well. Again, that's what I was going for with this mini skein set. So that is it. That's the January club. I'm gonna get these packaged up and out to people, and I will, if you guys haven't already checked out the clubs, February clubs are live. What's different this year is that they're always ongoing, but you won't be charged until the following month. So it's nice on my end, less administrative work on my end. Hi, no. Okay, my cat is eating string. I have to go save his life. Okay, so they're always the clubs are always available. So at this point, if you order it, what will happen is you will see an invoice come through on the 20th, and that is just how it works. So if you get the ongoing subscription on the 20th of every month, you'll be charged until you cancel the subscription, which you can do anytime, or you can choose to buy 3 months or 6 months up front, and then you won't pay anything on a monthly basis. You'll just pay the full cost up front. And again, the coupon codes are available. The clubs all come with rewards programs, which I won't go into detail here, but if you have any questions, you can see the information on my blog. If you see any yarn club blog post, I will link to that in the description as well. The item descriptions for the clubs also has the information in there. So that is that. I'm going to let you go, and if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. In the comments below, let me know what you think of the club color, and why don't you go ahead, take a look at February's color picture. It's a photo of snow, and next month I will explain more background on that, but I'm sure it's what you think it is. So I will see you guys all soon. Bye.